Dear students, we are starting acceleration due to gravity. Suppose I am leaving this marker from my hand. At the initial stage, its speed will be 0 meter per second. Because of what it is moving downward, Newton told that everything you drop, it will come down to earth's surface and it is trying to go to center of the earth. So when it is in my hand, when I will leave it, it will start moving down. It is moving down because of the gravitational force. Gravitational force means the speed of that object is increasing because of the gravitational force. Initially it is 0. When it will reach to the earth, it will have the maximum speed of hitting the earth. Correct? Beginning it will be 0 meter per second, and then when it will hit the earth, it will have maximum speed. This causes because of the force acting by force given by earth. Earth is pulling it. Now initially 0. Initial velocity is 0 meter per second. Final velocity say 10 meter per second. So acceleration due to gravity v minus u upon t. The time taken is equal to say 5 meter. So 10 minus 0 upon 5 is equal to 10 upon 5 is equal to 2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration due to gravity acting on that object. So this unit came velocity 10 meter per second upon 5 seconds. So meter upon second is equal to 5 1 is 5 2 is 2 meter second upon second. So it will be 2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration due to acting on that object. Let us see. The earth exerts gravitational force on object near it. According to Newton's second law of motion, a force acting on a body results in acceleration. Just I told you, the acceleration means increase in speed that is happening because of pull of earth. Thus, the gravitational force due to the earth on the body results in acceleration. It is at rest, it is coming down because of force. So the acceleration, change of speed, is because acceleration due to gravity. This is called acceleration due to gravity and denoted by small g. Small g. Once again I am explaining. We are not giving any force. We are just leaving the object towards the earth. Earth is pulling. So speed is increasing. Initially it is 0. It is going to increase now. Why speed is increasing? Because earth is pulling. So the increase of speed because of gravitational force. Increase of speed because of gravitational force is called acceleration due to gravity, which is denoted by g. So G is the acceleration due to gravity. We will see the formula of it. Page number 8, they have given I will read it first and I will give the formula. Acceleration is a vector quantity. As the gravitational force on any object due to Earth is directed towards the center of the Earth, the direction of acceleration due to gravity is also directed towards to the center of the Earth. This is note on acceleration due to gravity. Now, we know the simple force acting on any body is called force, simple force, and it is given by mass into gravity, mass into gravity, and the force due to gravity is given by Newton is force is equal to G gravitational constant into mass of the earth into mass of the object upon radius of the earth. If you equate these two, the force acting on that body or object, it will be F is equal to F. So mg is equal to G into mass of the earth into mass of the object upon r square. This m of the mass will get cancelled and we get formula G is equal to G, gravitational constant, into mass of earth upon radius of the earth. So at the on the ground, the acceleration due to gravity can be calculated by this formula. The value of this comes G is equal to 9.77 meter per second square. Any object freely falling will get same acceleration due to gravity because the earth pulls every object with same force. Same force. So this acceleration depends only on the mass and radius of the earth, and so the acceleration due to gravity at given point on the earth is same for all subjects. Means if you take a piece of paper and iron ball, if you leave those both piece of paper and iron ball, according to Newton, both should reach the earth at the same time, but it is not happening because of the other physical factors, the buoyancy force, then the friction of air, so many factors are there. So Newton says force acting on every object is same. It is applicable only in vacuum. Vacuum means there should not be any other physical object, only earth and that object. Then at that time the piece of paper and the iron ball will reach earth at the same time. If you leave a feather and an iron ball, both will reach at the same time to the earth. You can check the video on YouTube. The link is given on page number 11, last line. You can check the video. It is the experiment carried out by the scientists in vacuum, where we can see the feather as well as the iron ball reaches the earth same time. Now we are coming to this finishes the gravitational accelerations note. This finishes. Once again I am reading what you have to write. The earth exerts gravitational force on objects near it. According to Newton's second law of motion, a force acting on a body results in acceleration. Acceleration means change in velocity, 0 to something. Thus, the gravitational force due to the earth on a body results in acceleration. This is called acceleration due to gravity and denoted by g. It is a vector quantity. True or false, you may get 1 mark. And it is the force that acceleration due to gravity acts in a vertically downward direction. Formula, page number 8, you can get F is equal to gm into m upon r square. That r is not, in the formula it is distance, but here it is radius of the earth. Radius of the earth, so it is capital R. Force acting on any body is mg, given by Newton, and force acting by earth is same. So both quantities are same. The mass of the body get cancelled and we get g is equal to capital G upon capital G into m cancelled upon r square. So g, the gravitational acceleration is equal to g into m upon r square. M, mass of earth, mass of the earth. R, radius of the earth. So if you put value of mass of earth, it is, you can check with the textbook. Value the mass of the earth and radius of the earth. You will get the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is equal to 9.77. It is different in different places that we are going to see now. But average as a standard it has taken 9.77 meter per second square. This is the acceleration due to gravity acting on every body. It may be feather, it may be piece of paper, it may be iron ball, it may be rubber ball, it has even yourself and an elephant falling from the sky. Both will be acted upon by same acceleration due to gravity. In vacuum, both will come down at the same time. But in normal life, it is not possible because of other physical properties. This finishes the note of acceleration due to gravity. Now we are going to study the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, changes on earth because of some factors. The value of g keeps on changing on the earth because of some factors. That means value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is not constant at every place on the earth. Value of g, that is acceleration due to gravity, is not constant on the earth. So which factors are affecting it to change the value? So we are starting factors affecting the gravitational acceleration. First of all, don't get confused with this g and this g. This is the gravitational constant taken by Newton in the formula. Its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11, capital G. We are studying small g, which is acceleration due to gravity. The force because of which the object is pulled down at increasing speed. Why that speed increases? Because of the pull of the earth. So this G and this G are totally different. This is the formula G, constant G. This is G, acceleration due to gravity, and its value, standard value is 9.77 meter per second square. So this acceleration due to gravity is changing on the earth. There are three factors in SSC they have given you. One is shape of the earth. Because of shape of earth, the value of G changes. Shape of the earth. Earth is not a spherical, exact sphere. Earth is not an exact sphere. It is bulged. Bulged means it is like an apple. It is bulged. Bulged means if you press a football or simple ball, it will bulge at a center. So it is bulged. Bulged means coming out, and it is flatter at the poles. Earth is little bit flat at both poles, and it is bulged at the equator. Earth is bulged at equator and pressed at both the poles. So, what is the value of radius of the earth at equator and at poles? Let us see. They are not given in the textbook. You can note it. From the center of the earth, the radius of earth is 6355 kilometers. The radius of the earth, if we measure at poles, it is 6355 kilometers at pole. And radius at the equator, the radius of the earth at equator is 6378 kilometers. So equator is at larger distance, a greater distance from the center. Equator is at greater distance from the center of earth than poles. Poles are nearer to center. So what is that difference? So 6378 kilometer minus 6355 kilometer. So the difference is of 23 kilometers. Difference is of 23 kilometers. This difference increases the formula denominator. G is equal to G, constant of gravitation, into mass of earth upon r square. So at equator, the r will be greater. At equator, the radius will be greater. When denominator of any ratio increases, when denominator of any ratio increases, the value of ratio decreases. Mathematical law. I am repeating it. If the denominator is greater, the value of the ratio is smaller. So the value of this small g will be 9.78 meter per second square at equator. When distance is increasing, the denominator is increasing. Denominator increasing means value of ratio will be less. So, value of acceleration due to gravity at equator is 9.78 meter per second square. And the same value at poles goes to 9.832 meter per second square. So you may say, अरे सर पॉइंट वन का क्या फर्क है? It is related to huge mass earth. When something has to project from the earth to the space, this 0.1 makes lot of difference in the fuel consumption. Fuel consumption means if plane is taking off from the equator, it will consume less fuel, and at the pole it will consume more fuel, and the cost of flight will be increased. This is one example I am giving you. There are so many other factors. So, you got the first reason. The shape of the earth is not exact spherical. At equator it has been bulged out, and at poles it has been pressed in. So the difference between these two radii is 23 kilometers, and that makes the values of g, two values of g. One is 9.78 meter per second square and another is 9.832 meter per second square. This happens because of shape of earth. So first factor which is affecting the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is shape of the earth. Shape of the earth. Now three factors are there. The second factor is height. As you go above from the surface of the earth, as you move above, away from the surface of the earth, the height of the object increases. So here it is R. Here suppose it is a satellite and this is the radius 6355 kilometers. If we move above the surface of the earth, this h will increase height. This height will be added in the denominator of this formula. This is the original formula. This has got radius, but when we are calculating acceleration due to gravity at some height means 10 feet, it should be in kilometers, about 30, 40, 50 kilometers. Then there will be difference of height. So that height is added in the radius of the earth to calculate the gravitational acceleration due to gravity at certain height. On the surface, these are the values. Above the surface of the earth, this h we have to add here. So r plus h the whole square. And just I told you, if denominator is increasing, we are adding height in the radius. We are adding extra height in the radius of the earth. So when denominator is going on increasing, the ratio is going to decrease. When we are adding height in the radius, the denominator is increasing. When denominator is greater, the value of the ratio will be smaller. So the value of G goes on decreasing. So the statement is, as you go above the surface of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity decreases. Repeating, as you go above the surface of the earth, the value of gravitational acceleration, acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing, because we are going to add height in the radius, so the ratio changes as the denominator changes. Denominator is greater, the value of ratio is smaller. So statement comes, as you go above the surface of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. This is the second. So denominator is greater, the value will be less. This is second reason why the value of G changes. First is shape of the earth, it is bulged. Second, as you go above the surface of the earth, the height is increasing. Smaller height doesn't make any difference. So 10 meter आएगा तो nothing. It should be some sizable amount. So that height increases, ratio decreases. Value of ratio decreases. So the final effect will be on value of G. The value of G decreases as you go above the surface of the earth. Now we are starting the third factor which affects the value of G, acceleration due to gravity. It is depth. As we are on the surface of earth, the value of G is constant. Now we are digging, going slowly towards the center of the earth. So suppose digging and we came towards the center of the earth, and G is becoming now R radius minus negative height. We are going down and down and down. So we are actually reaching towards the center of the earth. At some position, at the center of the earth, the denominator radius minus height, R minus height, negative height, we are going down, it will become 0. 6378 kilometer minus 6378 kilometer. We reached at a center. We never reach at center of the earth. The temperature is so it is impossible to reach at the center of the earth. But I told you, physics is the subject of imagination. Physics is the subject of imagination. And imagine that you are standing at the center of the earth. So that time, this factor R minus H will be 0. And in any ratio, if the denominator is 0, then definitely when the denominator is 0, value of the ratio is, that is G, becomes 0. So the statement will be, value of g, acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth, is 0, or as we go down and down and down in the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. So what we learned, the shape of the earth changes the value of the acceleration due to gravity. Height, as you go above the earth's surface, the value of g goes on decreasing. As you go inside the earth and traveling towards the center of the earth, the value of g goes on decreasing. So it is constant. Nowhere it is constant. Newton said not a single place on the earth. There you can calculate the g. If you go another place, it will be different. So depending on height, depending on depth, the value of g changes. This finishes our topic, factors affecting acceleration due to gravity. Factors affecting value of acceleration due to gravity. There are 3 factors: shape of the earth, height from the earth, height inside the earth. Correct? So this finishes. This question will be like this. Write the factors affecting acceleration due to gravity. Write the factors which are affecting value of acceleration due to gravity. There are 3 factors. Clear? Thank you. Now we are on page number 9. Differentiate between mass and weight. You will say, अरे ये किधर से आया? The g, acceleration due to gravity, creates the mass. Suppose a bag is full of sugar and it has got 100 kg of sugar. If you try to lift it, the earth will pull down. If you try to lift that bag of sugar, the earth will pull down. Acting force or reacting force, we have studied. Acting force is exactly equal to reacting force. So Newton started thinking the mass and the weight, these 2 quantities, and he came to conclusion the mass is totally different and weight is totally different. I am making it easy by taking the comparison between both. Question will be differentiate between mass and weight. Differentiate between mass and weight. It's very easy to understand. Mass and weight. Mass means actual matter inside you. Suppose you are having the weight of 75 kg. So the mutton, the bones, the brain must be less. So that total matter is filled in a skin bag, that is you. Your weight says 100 kilos. 100 kilos. That 100 kilos you are feeling because the earth is pulling you by the same force. If you move to moon, you might have studied in the childhood, the weight of things are less by 1/6 on the moon. Correct? So when you are going to moon, don't feel, imagine नहीं तो कल पूछेंगे सर हम लोग मून पे कभी जाएंगे। मून पे हम लोग नहीं जा रहे हैं, जस्ट इमेजिन, फिजिक्स इज द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ इमेजिनेशन. So when you reach to moon, there your weight will be 1/6 of 100, about around and about 15 kg. 15 kg. So the gravitational acceleration creates the weight. So I am going to explain you difference between mass and weight. Mass is actual matter filled in the thing, while matter into gravitational acceleration, m into g, weight is nothing but mass into gravitation, So mass is a matter. If you go on the moon with your that 100 kg sugar, it will be 100 kg matter, but the weight will be 15 kg because of gravitational acceleration of moon. I am repeating this sentence, understand better, to make you understand better. If you take a 100 kg bag from earth and you go to moon, the matter inside the sugar of the bag is sugar in the bag is same 100 kg, but there it is 15 kg because the gravitational acceleration is changed. Correct? So first point is actual matter is called mass and weight is mass into gravitational acceleration. Mass never changes, just I told you, 100 kg sugar on the earth, 100 kg sugar on the moon. But this will change. Mass never changes. Weight may change place to place. If you go on poles, your weight will be more. If you go on equator, your weight will be less. It is a scalar quantity. Just give the quantity and the mass will satisfy. This is a vector quantity. Vector means it will require the direction as well as quantity. Unit of mass is kilogram. Unit of mass is kilogram. And unit of weight is Newton. So this is scientific term. This is scientific term. This is scalar term. Unit kg and this is Newton. And now the main example. Suppose your weight is 75 kg mass. The matter inside you filled is 75 kg. But when you express it in scientific way, your weight will become mass into gravitational acceleration. It goes to 75 into 9.77. 9.77 is difficult to calculate, so I have approximately taken it 9.8. 75 kg into 9.77. That 9.77 is difficult to calculate, so I take a 9.8. So your weight actually is 735 newtons. 735 newtons. This is actually your scientific weight. Mass is 75 kg. Mass is 75 kg. There will be a question, differentiate between mass and weight or quantities. Explain the term mass, explain the term weight. It depends on the paper setter. So this clears our mass and weight topic. Thank you.